Hello, I'm Santir and I'm back. The internet appeared to, no, it didn't appear. The internet just straight up went down for a little bit there. So if you wanted to hear about that, you could have hung around and chat a little bit longer, or you could also have gone to my Discord, where I mentioned that the internet was down. Let me do a couple of things I probably should have done before I started, but then I thought about just now. It looks like cool. Because I needed to grab where I have my notes for builds. Okay, pulled that back up. So I'm back. I'm gonna try to make builds for like the next hour or so, for like finishing out the rest of my normal stream time. If I recall correctly, I was changing stuff on Margaret's bar to include Antidote Signet, because A, it's a good skill, and B, her energy was tight. So I think things were generally looking good for everyone else, relatively speaking. Let's just do another quick trial run. Don't know if anybody's going to be able to come back or not, but hey, I'm here. So, my plan for tomorrow is to continue to work on these, because I have not finished making a build for every elite yet, except for Withering. Or Wither? Wither? I think it's Wither. Which I literally have no reason to, because the AI doesn't know how to use it. Okay, let's just give one more test run, see how things look for Margaret's energy. Just self-sandwiched here. See how they hold up. Okay, things look a little bit better for Margaret energy-wise. Obviously not going so hot for Anton there, but I'm not surprised by that. We are kind of sandwiched between two groups of enemies, so I'm going to put out a little bit of healing here. Yeah, I think Ogden is making a little bit of energy back from channeling. How's Anton doing overall? Seems to be doing all right. Yeah, where's the angelic bond to keep us alive? Let me see. The problem that I have in general with Judge's Insight, or Judge's Intervention, is that it is one of those skills that it doesn't protect you if you're being attacked by multiple people. Like, it'll spike somebody, but then you'll just take damage and die anyway. So, I'm not quite sure what to make of that. Obviously, Anton didn't like it too well. I'm not too terribly surprised by that. Yeah, I'm not too impressed with his use of Angelic Bond either. I do want to continue on a little bit just to see if he's using Awe at all. I think I'm mostly happy with where things are at. Mostly. Yeah, I don't know how many good opportunities for it. Getting, but and then probably mostly use it on casters. I don't know. You know what? I'm calling this probably fine. I'm okay with there being a couple of weaker bars in there. Just kind of keep things interesting. So let's go ahead and get these ones recorded. I think I'm okay with where they're at this point. template code. Let's see. This is angelic bond. Save this. Build for every elite. Angelic bond. And then I need to mark it off. Angelic bond. Okay, next we have Avatar of Grenth. Builds for every elite. This is DN. Avatar of Grenth. Excellent. Template code. Spirit's strength. I made tactical judgment. I thought it was getting a little cold in here, so I opened up the spirit strength. The duct. And now it's a little warm in here. Oh well. Now I just need to go find spirit strength. Is spirit's strength. Yep. Made a bar for that. I'm okay with this oath shot bar. It's got some flaws, but I think it's overall okay. I typed that in the exact wrong spot. Yeah, make sure you don't just try typing in a template code by typing in the name of the template there. Oath shots. Okay, Ogden is peace and harmony. Save that. Build for every elite. Peace. Whoops, don't need 2 spaces there. And harmony. Let's go find that and mark it off. Excellent. Actually, I've got a lot of the divine favor elites taken care of. The code. This is backbreaker. This is a lot of just like getting stuff recorded in a couple different places. Because I need it in a couple different places. Backbreaker. And then finally, Way of the Assassin. Okay. Do. Oh man, it's ad. Oh no. Advertising Way of the Assassin, everyone. Excellent. Okay, that's Way of the Assassin in. Cool. That's that next 7. Okay, time for more builds. More buildses. So, I mean, I can continue on this train a little bit with these guys. I was thinking about... Oh, wow, I got a lot of random stuff. A bar that I should do with her that involves a spear. How long do I want to give you this back? I kind of want to do something with Vocalist Soglon, but I feel like that's going to be a primary Paragon bar. Let's do that, though. You know, I don't think I have... Let's see, a Paragon... Don't have Defensive Anthem, so let's do a Defensive Anthem Vocalist Soglon bar. Means I don't need any Spear Mastery. I do need Restoration Magic. 40% longer, that seems good. And then, this is a real question of what do I do for the last one? Command has some stuff that doesn't... I mean, making fallback last longer is nice, I guess. But a lot of these are not necessarily that important duration-wise. Because they trigger off of stuff. Like, fallback is useful. Can't touch this is not that useful, though. Motivation have anything that would be good to give longer? I mean, there's Song of Power. A lot of the rest of these is just not that exciting to make last longer, though. But let's go into motivation anyway. %40 longer gives a few more seconds to... You know what? I want to try Song of Power. Because why not? Where is... There it is. Now, the thing that's really awkward about this, of course, is carrying this around, which makes this last like a couple seconds longer. 40% of that is going to be... It's 0.4. So 1.4 times that. That's going to be about another 3 to 4 seconds, I guess. But like carrying the Ashes of Vocalist Soglon around are going to inherently compromise energy. So I'm really curious to see how this works from like an energy standpoint. They're on fire sounds nice, but it requires things getting set on fire. Most of these are even worse than the other one for no real benefit to increase duration. That's one of the things that's really awkward is like there's a handful of things where it's like, ah yes, I've made this last longer, and that's great. Like, it's just a flesh wound, doesn't really matter, but like Defensive Anthem lasting longer is really nice. But a bunch of these just like doesn't really matter. You've made it last longer. It's like I can put on Glowing Signet, but then I'm kind of at the mercy of, does this team do anything with that? You know? Which is kind of awkward. I could put on Signet of Aggression, though. To do what? Power up Energizing Chorus, I guess? Like what? They're on fire, energizing? I don't know. Because then that only really works while Defensive Anthem is up. And that seems dubious. We're going to go with dubious. This is a real humdinger of what do I do with these last? Put on inspirational speech. The thing is that's the concern here is energy, obviously. I can put on Aria of Zeal. Huh. You know what? Signal of Synergy. There, this is some sort of energy management Healy bar or something. I'm really curious to see how this plays. It doesn't feel like it's gonna go well, but Lissa. Okay, so this is slash Mesmer. Well, this is really interesting in that the one of the big benefits of Lissa is it gives you much quicker recharging Dervish enchantments, which is way stronger than you'd think. Like making Heart of Holy Flame recharge in 5 seconds is a huge, huge benefit, which is maybe not always immediately obvious. So it's kind of a question of what do I want to be doing here. Like, Pious Assault starts becoming really attractive. Kind of like Pious Assault, Rending Sweep, Chilling Victory. Channeling Balthazar's Rage and Heart of Holy Flame. Kind of like this for a bar. It's not using a lot, but it should have a lot of ability to gain energy off of these to fuel stuff. I don't know. We'll give that a try. See how it goes. Oh, this is one of those where like Defiant Legendary sounds really cool, but then super awkward. I could do Consume Soul Bar. Target foe, all hostile summon creatures in the area. Yeah, like the problem with Consume Soul is that it's basically just Spiritual Pain, except an elite. So it's like, why would you use this over Spiritual Pain? And that's the problem with it. Because like if I go over to not Necromancer, to Mesmer, and I go into Domination Magic, 11 points. Here's Spiritual Pain, 59 damage. All right, and then so let's compare the two. This is at Tenant Summoning Power. So this does more damage. Target foe takes 59 damage, and all hostile summoned creatures in the area of that foe take 98 damage. Yeah, in the area of that foe, take 92 damage. This is like slightly better recharged, I guess, but fast casting on a primary Mesmer. So it's like Spiritual Pain hits harder. This is technically lifesteal, but like, why would you not just use Spiritual Pain? You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know. I feel like they could have done something to make this better skill. I guess is really what it comes down to. But you know what? Let's just do a Spawning Power Domination Magic Spiritual Pain bar. Let's go with Flesh of My Flesh here. Yeah, it's 49, 105, 63, 105. And then let's put Empowerment. Energetic was Lisa. Let's see. Does you cast with an earshot of spirit recharge 25% faster? Sure. Empowerment should be sticking around decently well. Decently well. And we're just using those two, and then some stuff to help recharges. I feel like I could put on Shatter Hex or most of the stuff is just a bunch of random utility. Oh, you know what? What makes sense here? Cry of Frustration. Yeah. And let's go with Cry of Frustration and then just a Wastrel's Demise. Sure, we'll try this. It seems weird. I like weird. Do I want to do another Ranger Bar? I mean, I kind of want to go through some of these primary elites, so yes, I think so. Oh, that's right, I was going to do something... Yeah, let's do an Infuriating Heat. Paragon. Expertise and Spear Mastery. The old Expertise and Spear Mastery combo. Let's give her Infuriating Heat. Man, I wish more preparations worked with other things. And I wish there was more like some ranged attacks in Expertise. That'd be really cool. But anyway, it is what it is. We can take down Expertise a little bit. Give some... Let's see, I could go into Beast Mastery. The advantage of going into Beast Mastery is this would give me access to... Where is it? Tiger's Fury, for example. To increase attack speed. But I can also go into... not Marksmanship. Wilderness Survival. To grab, like, Poison Tip Signet. Which I don't mind. Obviously, Blazing Spear is good here. I like Holy Spear. Wild Throw. I want Harrier's Toss. Yeah, let's just focus on Expertise and we'll just have a bunch of friggin' spear attacks, and it's gonna be great. Disrupting Throw. Hello, Mana Guy. Welcome back. I'm also back, and I'm happy about it. Wouldn't it be amazing if Cold Shot was just a ranged attack? That would be cool. You know, let's throw on Lightning Reflexes, and then, Merciless Spear, maybe? How about Slayer Spear? Yeah. I know. I'm going to do something like this. That seems interesting. Okay. Divine Favor Elites. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's time to do Withdraw Hexes. Let's see. Ranger has... Yeah. Spellbreaker, Unyielding Aura, and Withdraw Hexes. Withdraw Hexes... See, it's weird. I feel like I almost want this to be... in something else. You know what I mean? Like, instead of going with this in Primary Monk, just be like, yeah, this is a burner skill. Not even care about, like, the Divine Favor. Decrease in recharge. Or, like, more Divine Favor will mean that the penalty to recharge is less. Right? Because this is like, oh, you removed 1 hex, it's a 13-second recharge. You removed 2 hexes, it's a 21-second recharge. Right? So it's just like, it keeps climbing up really quickly. There's not a whole lot of options to make some of those things less, but I kind of like the idea of trying to do something to make that work a little bit better. I can also just go Spellbreaker. I'm not sure, like, how I'm positioning Spellbreaker, though. Because it's kind of just awkward. This is one of those skills that I would really like to be reworked to have a shorter duration. But, anyway. Are there... There are skills that reduce recharge, but they're all, like, elites. So, like, if you could Glyph of Renewal this, that'd be sweet, but they're both double elites, so it's like, that doesn't quite work. It's like, why withdraw hexes when you have Peace and Harmony anyway? So yeah, I don't know. Let's try to do something with that. Let's... I feel like this is going to want to be /Elementalist for, if nothing else, Glyph of Lesser. Because this is friggin' 15 energy. Not that this is happening very often. You know what? Let's lean into its long recharge and put on Deny Hexes. Yeah. Well, can't do Judgment Strike Dagger Monk on a hero, unfortunately. I do like Judgment Strike with daggers, though. Either Primary Monk or Primary Assassin. Works pretty well either way. Okay, let's just be a little silly. Let's be a little bit silly. There is a Plague Ascending. I have done some Elementalist skills. Yeah, I was unable to do all of the stream too, which sucked. I did... Healing Light I put on an Elementalist. That's not what you're asking. I did Ether Renewal. I haven't done a lot with Ellie. I might... Let's see, I'll do a set here, and then I think I'll probably do one more set of one more set of bars after this one. And I'll make sure to include an Elementalist or two. I think Ether Renewal is the only, like, actual... let's see, where does that go to 2? Okay, still 2 there. Still 2 there. Still 2 there. Okay, it's 1 there. How much healing prayers can I get? 7? Does a 78-point Gift of Health make sense? Because what I want to do is, obviously, I want to put on Draw Conditions. This is a silly, silly bar. Where is Draw? There it is. Like, what's the main thing this monk is doing? Yeah, I don't think I've done anything since Ether Renewal. Once I make some bars here, I can absolutely do a another one that's a Need the renewal one. Actually, let's kick. You know what? No, let's just do this. Let's go. Mox, are you runed up? You do have a Scythe Mastery rune. That's probably fine. Stone's Sheath Supportive Ellie. Okay, we can do a... actually, I probably put Stone's Sheath on Anton. We'll do that then. After I finish figuring out what the heck I'm doing over here. So I was thinking of Gift of Health. Gift of Health for 78 is not terrible. I can probably go slightly less protection. Another point in curses actually is good too, to just prevent weakness from making this go down. That's a 96 heal. That's decent. Okay, and then Guardian is such a like go-to. I feel like I want to put on Spirit Bond here. I don't know how to process this bar. This bar's too weird. Yeah, let's just go Spirit Bond, Guardian, Gift of Health, whatever the rest of this mess is. Friggin' Plague Sending with withdraw hexes. This is just like, I'm gonna clean people up, wee! Of course, has to Signet of Devo himself when he Plague Sending, which feels a little bit less than ideal. This is one of those situations where I almost feel like I want Healing Touch, but not quite. Okay, so I really want to put Skullcrack on a Dervish, because that seems hilarious and awesome. Let's see. Because theoretically, AoE Scything would be great with that. I feel like this is... It's a situation where I want Balthazar's Rage. And let's actually grab some tactics. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. That's 11. I'm cool with that. Thrill of Victory. Like that. Some energy management. Let's see, Balthazar's Rage is just there to help fuel stuff. I wonder if the AI is smart, it will figure out how to use this combo. I don't know if it's smart. So we'll see. We shall see. I kind of want a defensive option here. Where's Defender's defensive stance? Yeah, this one. Then you'll gain... There are 3 melee attack skills, so that will work well, because this is a melee attack. I mean, this is all about trying to fuel up Skullcracks, so... Elementalist. Earth Magic. Okay, so yeah, I do like Stone Sheath here. How can I take advantage of the weakness? Is there a good way to take advantage of the weakness that this does? Or the after... Did I do something with Aftershock? Hang on, we're going to make Aftershock work. It works better with if I'm doing crippled. Okay, maybe not. We'll save Aftershock for a different time. Yeah, we'll save it for a different time. I do like Aftershock reason. Ah, you know what? No, never mind. We're gonna do Aftershock, Grasping Earth. There we go. That's what I want. Black Mantis Thrust. So I'm gonna want Trampling Ox. If I'm trying to make Trampling Ox Aftershock work... Yeah, I'm probably better off just doing something different if I'm going to try to make that combo work. I don't mind keeping Grasping Earth around, though. Let's see. Let's put on Death Blossom. Golden Phoenix works really well here, so I kind of want to just do that, I think. Let's do this for our dagger stuff. Because I actually really like Stone Sheath on Dervishes and Assassins, because as frontline attackers, they're able to get it off more often in a way that like affects multiple enemies. So that's something that I actually quite like. Give him Sliver Armor. I'm considering it. Glowstone, not a good choice here. Not a terrible choice, mind. Actually, something for energy is not a bad idea. This is a bit energy intensive. I could go... Black Lotus is not great here because I don't have a lot in it. This Glowstone wouldn't be much energy return, unfortunately. See, I'm not sure how smart they are about... Maybe energy will be fine? Probably not. Let's just put on Lotus Strike, I guess. See how well the AI uses that. Okay, so we got Super Skullcracker. Stone Sheath. This weird withdraw hexes nonsense. Whatever this mess is. Like, there's definitely different ways that you can run Stone Sheath. You could also, Stone Sheath wouldn't be bad on a monk as well. Like, being able to use it on, oh, I'm going to protect that ally, and also all these enemies attacking me are now gotten. So I could absolutely see Stone Sheath on a monk. You can also, of course, use it on primary Ellie. I just like it better on, like, a secondary Ellie. Like, all of these skills, when you cast a spell, all foes near you and your target take damage and are, like, effect or whatever. I like it kind of in this way. Okay, so let's just go out into Pongmai Valley. And just take a quick gander. Just make sure everything's kind of working. Then I can wander off into the other direction just to see if that changes much. I just really wanted to try, like, skull cracking with a scythe. Okay. Getting Avatar of Bliss up there. Infuriating Heat's going down. Song of Power is going to make things real weird. We're trying to evaluate things. Interesting. Didn't go into... Oh, target was probably dead. That would explain. Wow. Look at that Song of Power energy on Anton there. I mean, General Morgan has no energy anymore, but... Withdraw hexes. Yeah. It's weird to bring a second piece of hex removal with withdraw hexes around. It makes a lot of sense as well, because withdraw hexes is such a long recharge that it lets deny hexes remove 2 more consistently. There's Zandra being helped with her energy. I don't think this is doing too much. I don't know. The question is, would it be better to go into command instead of motivation for some of the stuff there? I think it might be. I'm overall liking how this team is performing, though. Where is... Yeah, General Morgan. Okay, so if I drop motivation and go command instead, and I drop the signet, this, and Song of Power. Song of Power is interesting, but not great. Can't touch this, obviously. It looks a little lackluster. This really wants... Okay. 8? Where does this stop being 8 seconds? It's better if I do it like this. Okay, so I want 9 leadership. That lets me get command up a bunch, which I think will help a good bit if I'm doing that. Underground, never surrender. Can't touch this. Target other ally moves faster. Ends when they successfully hit with an attack. This is one of those skills right here, Godspeed, that's just like, why does it have a 30-second recharge when it's so conditional to make working? That's what I find baffling about that one. Help me is like a really cute idea that's not great. So good in HA. What, Godspeed? Or did you mean make haste? Oh. 40% longer on that. You remember when motivation was great in PvE? Yeah, it was. It was, wasn't it? Yeah. Paragon really needed to rework badly. Like, Smiting Prayers needs help, but Monk overall is okay. Most of the professions need some amount of tweaks. Though, if you ask me. Yeah, I guess I just drop in fallback. I'm cool with that. Or unless I bring another restoration spell. I don't know that I do. Yeah, I feel like I'm cool with it here. Yeah, okay, let's just slot on fallback. See how that feels. Go to the other area. Because, like, motivation is one of those things where the fundamental problem is Paragon has too many skills that kind of, like, feed on each other. So, like, everything affecting the entire party was just too good. And they needed... I think leadership should have just been, like... the version of leadership that I proposed, that I like, is it gives adrenaline based upon your leadership ranking if at least one ally was affected by a shout or chant that you used. Or maybe another ally, so maybe it doesn't count yourself. Yeah, so he gets stand your grounds that lasts full duration. Ogden's obviously more of a support bar, not a primary healer, so I'm making sure to try to heal some. Interesting. I wonder... I'm just watching Anton's bar. I wonder if I'd be better off... Mox, you can go fight a thing. I wonder if Anton would be better off putting in a second lead attack. Smiting needs a lot of work as well, and I'm going to agree with that sentiment. Sort of my top priorities for rework would be oh man, that's a really good question. What would my top priorities be? Attribute lines that I think need reworking. I think Paragon needs rework, especially motivation. Spear mastery, Spear mastery is weird because there's a lot of like, this is a perfectly fine skill, but it's a variant on conditional deep wound. I'd like to see a little bit more variety. Yeah, that's the thing, is like the Elementalist, frankly, in my opinion, needs a rework that's at a deeper level. I don't like what they did with the overcast mechanic. The idea is interesting, the execution has problems. I think it would be like Paragon in general. I think needs a little bit of needs a pretty big tweak in a number of areas, number of important changes. Smiting Prayers definitely needs some work. I would like to see, this is not an attribute line, but I'd like to see one of the Dervish's elite scythe attacks, probably Reaper Sweep, not be a teardown skill. The fact that they both are is very limiting. At least the two attacks that Paragon got for elites are pretty varied. Okay, I want to do some more tweaks here too. Anton, because he's not properly using that. So I think I just want to give him the lead attack. Let's just give him... Because, like, Golden Phoenix is nice, but let's just give him a... Yeah, there's no... But yeah, so, like, Earth Magic I definitely think could use a bit of work. Still, like, most things could use some work. The things that need the most, I think, are the Paragon, Smiting Prayers. Trying to think through the professions here. Like there's individual things here and there that I think could use a lot of work, but let's see. Warriors overall okay. Ranger could use something. The problem with Hammer Mastery is you really need to be getting those knockdowns. And that's where it kind of runs into problems. Because if you're not able to get the knockdowns, it doesn't work super well. So there's a lot of enemies that are just immune to knockdown, so... Oh, right. Leaping Mana Sting is a thing. I have room for a slightly longer offhand attack, but there's just not a whole lot of options here. Let's see. Necromancer. Blood Magic. Blood Magic needs a lot of work, in my opinion. Then we have, let's see. Talked about Smiting Prayers. Mesmer. Mesmer needs some tweaks, but overall it's fine. Like, it needs some tweaks to make it a little bit less of as much of the damaged house that it is. Let's see. I don't know. I could talk at length about what sort of changes I'd like to see to each profession, but I don't know how much I want to spend a bunch of time right now doing that. Yeah, because I really want this. This is really nice from a unblockable standpoint. Like, I like having an unblockable there. Deadly Arts has some weird lead stuff, some weird offhand stuff. But that's not what we're looking at here. There's a lot of dual attacks and weird offhand attacks and lead attacks, but what I'm noticing is there's not a whole lot. Because, like, both of these are trying to funnel through this, so that's just going to be, like, a bottleneck. You know, just put on Fox Fangs and call it a day. Okay, let's go out there and take a look at Anton again. His energy was just tight, and that's what I'm looking at. I think General Morgan was okay. Not thrilling, but okay. I went out a different way than I meant to, but this will do well enough, I suppose. Oh, you're drawing from an ally. It's funny, this actually has some... Empowerment has some benefit to me and to General Morgan. I think Anton's energy was better? I wasn't paying the closest of attention. Alright, let's go the other way. I meant to go out the other way. Up the ramp instead of in a Pongmai. I feel like these are all in an okay spot though. Yeah, that's the problem. I think, like, the way that I would solve the Mesmer problem is to have more enemies with, like, have zones where there's enemies with low amounts of armor and high health, so that armor ignoring damage is worse. I wouldn't make that everywhere. I just make that some spots, where it's like, oh, you go into this zone and these enemies have like 40 armor on average, but they have like 1,000 HP, right? So they're taking dramatically more like damage that way, but yeah, like the things that I generally do with Mesmer is I would nerf E-Surge and Mistrust, and I'd specifically nerf those ones in terms of area of effect, and then see how things are. Yeah. I may consider changing E-Surge's breakpoints, so that way 16 rank is no different than 15 as well. Just kind of decrease the damage a little bit. Okay, I feel like these are in an okay spot. I'm okay with where these bars are looking at right now. There's a lot of different things I could be doing with Stone Sheath, though. Okay, let's take the... This is now the moment of time consumption where I have to go through each one of these and, like, template code, grant me this. I have to record that. I build for every elite. PRT. Offensive. Anthem. Need to go mark off defensive anthem. Can't see chat while I'm doing this, unfortunately, because I have things blocking it, by the way, if anybody was wondering. Defensive anthem. Excellent. Oh, Anthem of Fury, I accidentally got stuff into. That one I've not used yet. Okay, Avatar of Lissa I just finished. Apparently, somehow, at some point, I just went across this spreadsheet that I'm marking things in and just put a bunch of random stuff in it. Let's see. Grunch Grasp, Vow of Silence. Yes, those ones I did already. Just glancing through to make sure I don't have any other spots where I accidentally put the wrong marker. Okay, so I already marked off Avatar of Lissa, so I don't need to mark it off here again. Yeah, okay. But I do need to record this. Let's see, template code. So that's Defensive Anthem. Avatar of Lissa. Every elite. Avatar of Lissa. Oh yeah, this one's an odd one. But consume soul. Build for every elite. 13 me. Consume soul. I need to mark off consume soul. Rich. Is consume soul. Excellent. This is infuriating heat. This one's just seemed fine. I don't know. Save this. Role playing. Infuriating heat. With less capital. Warrior. Okay, infuriating heat. Withdraw hexes. Mon. Good old Pokemon. Withdraw hexes. And I need to mark that off. Okay, wow, it's really yellow outside. Okay, this is Skullcrack. Skullcrack, one word or two. Yeah. DW. Nope. Skullcrack. And then we have Stone Sheath. Mark off now. I know I'm kind of looking away from the microphone, which makes me a little quiet. Okay, Stone Sheath. Here. Okie doke. Grab this template code. And save to template. Stone Sheath. Okay, cool. What y'all are saying. Okay, nothing new. That fills those out. Let's grab, let's kick Mox out. Let's go ahead and grab Serenia. Just do another Ellie here. Okay, I do want more stuff on Paragon. Just in general, because Paragon has the fewest elites, so. I'll think about what I want to do with him in a moment. I'm going to go Melandrew and / Ranger here. Not that thing. Actually, I want to go Wilderness Survival. Apply Poison works pretty well with Rape Impurities, but I've done that sort of thing before, so I don't want to do it here. What's actually kind of an interesting idea is Storm Chaser gives you increased movement speed, which is nice. Oh yeah. What was I? Greater Conflagration. That's in Wilderness Survival. I'm gonna make the Greater Conflagration bar because it's gonna be silly. I know I'm kind of jumping around a little bit, but we'll look at places. Okay. Like that. I don't really need much in the other one. Marksmanship. Wilderness Survival. I'm gonna point here at Inspiration Magic. See, Elemental Resistance right here gives you an additional 40 armor against elemental damage, but you lose a bunch against physical damage. Well, what happens if all physical damage is fire? Just plus 40 armor against everything. The thing is, like, I could do Mantra of Flame, and that would make me, like, reduce, but this is, like, requires no investment to get halved damage from, like, stuff. So this just seems really spicy to me. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing that on her. Okay, right, Avatar of Melandru. We'll go with Poison Tip Signet. This one does want some Dervish enchantments to get lost to do condition removal, though. Yeah, and I'm going to do Storm Chaser here. Storm Chaser is going to work really well with that one, but do Mystic Corruption, Heart of Holy Flame, Twin Moon Sweep, and Irresistible Sweep. I think that's what we're going to do here. Don't know how well this is going to work, but it's going to be interesting. Yeah, I still need to figure out what I want to do with him. Let's just do another Spawning Power Elite. Attuned with Sankai. Beholder Ashes, your spells and binding rituals cost less. Just to consume soul. I can do Ritual Lord. Let's make sure I know what I've done already. Spirit Strength and Consume Soul. Okay. So these are like all pretty wide open. Including Soul Twisting, which I haven't done yet. Let's do a Restoration Soul Twist. That seems like a nice twist on the old formula. This actually I'm going to go /monk for. Because I do want Remove Hex. This is going to be kind of more healing focused, so... Soul Twist... Recuperation... Rejuvenation... It's an interesting question, actually. Life. Life is the good last one to bring. Men, Body, and Soul. I think... Okay, so I have Feast of Souls and Spirit to Flesh. I'm going to go with Feast of Souls here. I don't know. I'm going to try this. This seems weird and interesting, so I'm going to try this. Life is nice. It is good for you. Very good for you. Okay. So we'll go with this sort of more healing variant. Greater Conflagration. Oh, man. You know, Greater Conflagration would also be great with is Mark of Rodgort, but we're going a couple different... That'd be going too many different directions here. But like a Greater Conflagration with a Barrager and a Mark of Rodgorter, that would be pretty good. I need to remember not to bring any other stances because this is a stance. Flame Trap? Could do Flame Trap. Kind of like Flame Trap. Fits fire in a nice way. Yeah, then let's bring Rapid Fire. I don't know, I'm feeling Rapid Fire here. Let's actually just bring Disrupting Shot. Less interrupt power, but more... like raw damage, I guess. One of those moments where you're just looking, you're like, yeah, there's a lot of different options here. But are any of them really standing out? Huh. Maybe I just grab Arcing Shot? Or... why isn't there something that's kind of like Poison Arrow, but it's just more expensive and takes longer? In like marksmanship or something. Like we have Hunter Shot, but like... whatever. I'm feeling something 5 energy here, though. I'm just going to use Arcing Shot, because why not? It's fine. Has good plus damage. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to go with that. I like that. Feels interesting. Yeah. Okay, I want to figure out... there's a bunch of different possible elites here. I'm just looking at what my options are. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to go with Mesmer. Let's see, I don't need a whole lot of illusion magic. That seems good. And then drop command. What is this right now? Only 9. Okay, what is this split? This is 11, 8, 10, 6. That seems fine. Because Air of Disenchantment doesn't need to stick around as a hex. It's just like when you apply it, remove 1 enchantment from target foe and all nearby foes is already a really strong effect. Like, just a good, strong initial effect. Yeah, I don't really need a whole lot else from any of that. I do kind of like... that's a bit redundant, isn't it? Energizing Chorus with Area of Restoration. And Lyric of Zeal? Maybe? And I think I can use Spear of Lightning because this is very energy heavy. This is a little bit misleading because this should actually be more like 11, but whatever. Wild Throw for some more of that breakthrough stuff. Heal. And... yeah, let's use Holy Spear. Go with that. I like that. This is a very weird bar, but I like it and its weirdness. Okay, so that's greater conflagration. What do I want to do here? I want to do a healing prayers thing. I'm tired of prop prayers. Do more of a healing prayers focus. Let's see, but I kind of want to make this the Spellbreaker bar. I feel like Spellbreaker wants to be paired with Deny Hexes for the same reason why the other one was. I mean, that's not a bad choice, too. It does mean he'd have to run up to melee range, but Spear Swipe is not bad. I think I'll leave it like this for the moment because I want him to be more in the back line, so I don't necessarily want him running up to melee as much because I want him to be able to get Lyric of Zeal and Aria of Restoration into like the back of my line. But yeah, I definitely should put Spear Swipe. I can see putting a Spear Swipe on Extend Conditions. Actually. I might want to try to remember that one. But yeah, I want to use Spellbreaker finally. And like I said, I want to kind of use Healing Prayers. You know what? I want to go Shadow Arts. About 8 in Shadow Arts. And then something like this. Smoke Powder Defense. Less health than that ally. No, I kind of want return here. Yeah, actually, let's go with Death Shadow. And then Healing Touch. Wayne's Kiss is like, I use it so much just because it works, you know? Healing Breeze seems good? Question mark? So let's go Patient Spirit. Patient Spirit is a solid heal. And then I guess just like Dwayne's Kiss. Something like this. Feels a bit wonky, but I don't know. Let's give this a try. Anton. I want to do a air bar with Anton. Keep a lot of things very similar, actually. Yeah, I like that going on, but let's go with Gust and Shock. I guess kinda, but this is not a very often spell, so then I want these two. Run something like that. See how that goes for him. Shock actually works really well with Whirlwind also. But we're going with Gust and Shock here. Yeah, Lightning Touch is good. I just have limited slots. I could try Lightning Touch here instead of Shock. And just go with Gust for my potential knockdown. The main advantage of Shock is it's just a reliable knockdown. But this is pretty reliable. All those near you and your target take damage. And if they're attacking or moving, they're knocked down. That's pretty broad. So, yeah, this was the Healing Light bar. I want to do... Let's see, I want a Revenge bar. I want a Revenge story. There we go. 8 curses to get 2 enchantments. Now what element do I want to be using? Fire, water. I could go water. Let's do some stuff. Target foe is on fire. Steam blinds them for 9 seconds. Where's water attunement? Right back here. Ooh, what do I want to use for my elite though? Water snares are great. I agree. They're underrated. Icy Shackles has anti-synergy with Chillblains. While under the effects of an enchantment, that foe's movement speed is reduced by 90% instead. It's like, I could do Tanai's Prison and bring Weaken Armor, though. That's kind of a cool idea. You know what? This feels like a good Water Trident moment. Give something reliable to do. Okay, everybody has a bar now. Yes, the answer to that question is yes. Okay, let's go see how they perform. I haven't done Water Trident yet, right? Elementalist. I'd done Shatterstone and that's it there for water magic. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of lives getting dropped. Gonna get a lot of spirits dropped in general. Is she keeping it stance up? Not yet, no. She'll probably automatically use it when she takes damage. I'm just keeping an eye on Margaret to see if she uses her dance, so. Oh, Zondra's energy is apparently garbage. Kamu seems to be doing okay, I think. Kamu really likes Greater Conflagration because it gives him improved energy. Oh, this party hates enchantments. I think I'm going to try Shock on Anton as well, because I feel like it might do what I need better, because I really want him to be able to get Falling Lotuses off for energy management reasons. I don't know. Ogden seems to be doing okay. Ogden's probably being propped up a lot by Zandra, for being real here. Okay, let's try Shock instead of, because I agree, like if I weren't bringing Resurrection Signet, I'd totally bring Shock and Lightning Touch on this bar, but I think I want the reliable knockdown a little bit more. I was noticing Margaret wasn't using Elemental Resistance, or I wasn't noticing her using it, I should say, but I feel like it's the sort of thing where she's likely to use it. This is not hard mode, no. I'm not necessarily expecting these builds to be able to perform in hard mode. If they do, cool, but it's not. There's just Greater Conflagration and Lightbringer up there. she did use it. Ooh, Spellbreaker. Ogden breakered himself. Yeah, people seem to be using their skills. Anton's coming back here to help defend us. Okay, I'm gonna kind of let them go do their thing. Is he using shock? He did just Falling Spider. It's possible I don't want him to have Falling Spider and just have Falling Lotus. So that way he won't be tempted to use Falling Spider. Yeah, I think that might be a good plan. I might switch that over to Lightning Touch in that case. I think that might be a good idea. I'm gonna fight one more group, see how things go, but... Is Ogden pre-casting Smoke Powder defense? Is Anton even using shock? It's hard to tell if he would use shock if he could. Yeah. He doesn't seem to be... Okay, I'm going to tweak Anton a bit, because I don't think he's using his bar quite right. I do plan to do more of this tomorrow, by the way, for anybody who is interested. He doesn't really seem to be using shock. I think I'm going to switch to this and see how this goes. I feel like the rest of these are okay, except for some weird quirks. But I want to finish the like build with every elite project, and then I can start using them. I don't know if I will right away or not. I have a necromancer that I'm like, wow, this character has too many books, so I want to do some of those books. And I can see doing some of this stuff with these with her. Okay, let's get you back out here, Anton. Yeah, I'm definitely noticing that Ogden is precasting Smoke Powder defense, which I'm not super thrilled by. I'm probably going to change that to a different skill. I certainly enjoy doing it. I feel like Serenia's in a good spot. Okay, I think I might swap. Anton's not been using shock, and I'm not sure why that is. He does use Lightning Touch, and he will use Falling Lotus if he knocks an enemy down with Gust. But he's not proactively using shock to get a knockdown. And I don't entirely know why. This is one of those things where if I had like an FF12 like ability to program the AI, it would be amazing. Yeah, because what's happening is he does get knockdowns off of Gust, but his energy is really tight. He needs to be able to land those Falling Lotuses better. He'd be able to if he used Shock first. That's energy neutral, but it does let him get into Death Blossom. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to drop Shock off him because he's not using it. I'll try Critical Strikes to see if he uses that. I think the rest of these bars are fine. I think I'm gonna drop Smoke Powder Defense here because I don't really like Ogden precasting that. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there for now, but I kind of don't like him precasting it. Critical Strikes is like not amazing, but it is net 3 energy, I think, at this spec. So that's better than nothing. I would probably consider replacing Smoke Powder Defense with some sort of actual healing skill. Just because I don't like the precasting that he's doing. If I were to replace it, it would probably be with like Divine Healing. It might just straight up be better. Let's just do that. I don't like I don't like the precasting that he's doing, so I'm gonna see how that feels like it changes things with his bar. I think Zandra is really powerful, if a bit energy heavy. But being able to use this to pop life seems strong. Yeah. I think Anton's doing okay, but he definitely has his quirks. Definitely has his quirks. Does this normally do fire damage? It does. Very interesting that Anton rarely uses a dual attack. I don't know if you've been noticing or not, but it seems like he doesn't do them very often. And I don't know specifically why that might be, because I'm not necessarily, like, I'm paying attention to his bar down here. I'm not necessarily watching him out there, so it's quite possible that enemies are just dying before he really gets a chance. I like Ogden better with Divine Healing, I think. Just the way he's using Smoke Powder Defense was not great. Okay, he does use Critical Strikes. That'll help with his energy management. Oh, I can just book it. I don't know. I haven't been noticing if Zandra uses Feast of Souls at all or not. Whee. Oh, she's too far away for that to work. I dropped my pot of ashes. Alright, well, I think this just about will do things for today. Unfortunately, we lost a bunch of time kind of in the middle of the stream, which wasn't great, but unfortunately I have limited control over that sort of thing. Yeah, Kamu seems to be doing alright. Oh man, yeah, that Signet's triggering Lyric of Zeal. That's helping him, for sure. Okay, cool. All right. Well, I'm fairly satisfied with where these are. I'm going to go ahead and do the administrative, like saving all of them and checking them off my list and everything after the end of the stream here. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this secondary part of today because, again, internet went out and interrupted me, like some sort of rude thing that goes out and interrupts you. My plan is to come back and just make more of these builds in this whole build for every elite series tomorrow. That is my plan. So you can hang out on my Discord. I was able to let people know that I was unavailable, or that the internet went out on my Discord. So I did do that after the internet went out. I also notify people when I go live, so that's also helpful as well. And if you wanted to know when I go live, you can always follow the channel as well, and you'll get notified then. So any other thoughts? I think just thank you very much for watching. Thank you for those of you who came back after the internet returned to me. And yeah, like I said, I will be back tomorrow for more Buildcraft stuff. I think we got through all the avatars, didn't we? That's exciting. We got a lot of builds done today, and I'm really happy about that. So until next time, everyone. Yeah, it's fun. Good to see you again, Eagle Gaming. It's fun to like come up with interesting build ideas. So yeah, and like I said, be back tomorrow. Till then, have a good rest of your day. Take care, everyone. And goodbye.